this one is going to be a big one. This is a huge one out here today.
Oh,
The
April.
teams are
I've got to
heading out.
change the Arsenal calendar. Forgot.
Side as well.
It's April.
Really
Is it April
enjoy
1st?
this
No, it's
one.
April 2nd.
The full house at Boreham Wood.
Blanco.
Let's hand you over to our commentary team for today. Former England manager Hope Powell.
I've got all this stuff on my bed. I just have to move it off because of
Thank you,
that.
Richmond. Hello, everyone.
To make the chair free.
What a title
I'm in my
race we
bedroom
have
for
on
a
our hands
match
in
action.
the WSL this season. Just 6 points separate the top 4, and it really doesn't feel like any one of Manchester United, Manchester City,
really?
Chelsea, or Arsenal could win it.
That's when it's always on the bench
5
now.
of their last 6 games, including the Continental Cup final
Oh, my wrists is...
against
No,
Chelsea.
it's not
The
going
absence of captain Kim
It
Little
was
is a
at
real
Brighton, so I
blow for
don't
them.
know
She's ruled
why.
out after picking up an injury in their fabulous Champions League win over Bayern Munich at the Emirates in midweek. David Moy replaces her, so Leah Williamson will move into
It's our strong slant so far because Kim was injured.
starts for the 2nd league match in a row as regular number
Oh,
1
Jodie.
Manuela
Oh,
Zinsberg
I don't know.
is
It's a...
rotated. Katie McCabe does start after recovering from the knock she picked up on
Yeah,
Wednesday.
Leah Williamson's in midfield just because of Kim was absent at the moment.
Manchester City are unchanged from the side that won so impressively
Where mine can live up
against
to them.
Chelsea a week ago to
Then
blow
the
that title race wider. Shaw leads the WSL's Golden Boot race by 2 goals coming into today. 15
Greenwood.
goals she's scored this
Why is she
campaign
centre
in the top
back?
line. She's on 26
She
for the
plays
season
centre back?
in all competitions.
Steph Houghton.
Well, delighted to have Hope Powell alongside me for this one, and Hope with both sides coming off the back of excellent results last time out.
They've got
Confidence is
Steph
very
Houghton
much running high for
about
both teams.
34, 35, and they've got Greenwood in centre back and someone else in left back. I don't know how that plays out or whether that's a good
And obviously that
defence or not.
massive display from Man City against us, against Chelsea, puts them more
Well,
right
to
in
see.
the frame. So this game for both teams.
I'm just trying to
very
decide if
crucial
Arsenal
today to
don't
get
win
those
this,
points
it's
on
probably
the board.
over now.
Well, Arsenal's last WSL defeat was at the hands of Manchester City back in February. City, meanwhile, are on a 14-match unbeaten run in the WSL. It's currently the longest run in the division.
Bloody hell.
They haven't tasted defeat in the top flight since September, and hoping it's been such a good response after losing their opening 2 games of the season, which meant that questions once again were swirling around Gareth Taylor.
Yeah, lots of questions. Those 2 opening games didn't do so well. I think you've got to appreciate the amount of players that exited the club. The new players coming in, they've had to embed those players. I think they've done it really well. Credit to Gareth,
As long as Chelsea don't win it, I don't care. Fucking
and
arrogant bastard fans.
Yeah, they had a huge
Don't care.
turnover, Manchester City, as Hope says, in the summer. But this is a meeting of 2 of the giantesses of the women's game.
Arrogant
A
fans
win
are
for
going to be
Arsenal
bullied by
that takes them
Barcelona.
second in the table,
And they're going to get
above
looked at by the
Manchester
FA
City
Cup
on
by
goal
Villa.
difference. A victory for City will see them stay second, but they
Right,
will move
I
level
laugh. I say,
on
you
points
laughed.
with leaders Manchester
We won
United.
one more trophy than you
At the
did.
start of this match, the players take
Oh,
the
we
lead.
can still win the
Message
Champions League,
against
but you never know.
racism still clear.
Yeah, I think this game is really crucial for both. I think Arsenal find themselves in
We'll see
very
what happens.
unfamiliar territory in full position, so this is a big
Men's
game
and
for
women's are
both
doing
teams.
good this season. Oh. Men's slightly better.
Sold out Meadow Park.
It's just we won those few games because we was on the verge of beating Chelsea and United. Won them games, we would have been in an amazing position, but we conceded late in both them games. We conceded 2 late goals against United. It's annoying.
There's lots of moving more. Forward to Leah Williamson. Interesting to see that change in position again. Hope that we saw at the Emirates on Wednesday. Kim Little going off. Williamson
explained
moving
in
up
full
into midfield,
detail.
which of course is a position that she knows so well, but it does break up that centre-half partnership that's been so effective for Arsenal between Raffaelli and Williamson.
Yeah, obviously Kim Little is a big loss for them, a real big loss. She's had an outstanding season today. And thankfully for Arsenal, luckily for Arsenal, Leah Williamson has experienced that midfield role before. Roy obviously slips in nicely, she's used to that. So not a lot changes. Williamson went into the centre of the park against Bayern Munich. So it's just another
that
game
going?
for her, to be honest.
At the stadium.
Clearance over the stands. To a few oohs from the Meadow Park crowd. What form she's in at the moment, Steph Houghton, Gareth Taylor, the Manchester City manager, saying that he believes
They got what? No more balls?
football in her career at the moment.
Yeah, I'm really delighted to see Steph back. Obviously, I've worked with her a lot not with England. She was bitterly disappointed. She got injured, then missing out on the Euros. But she is a captain, she is a leader, and I think she's proven her worth since she's come back into the side.
In come Arsenal, looking to get early pressure. Manchester City.
My phone out my bag.
This is Mike Arty. Plays the ball across and early test for anyone.
Yeah,
My
good
phone
run by
downstairs, or is
Arty.
it my phone? It's probably downstairs actually. I don't put it in my bag, wouldn't it, if I had it yesterday.
I think Arsenal started the brighter of the two.
Looking to draw on this sellout home crowd here at Meadow Park. As they drew on the crowd at the Emirates against Bayern Munich in midweek.
Oh, okay. Be careful, please. Be careful.
Second WSL start and second in a row as well after starting the North London derby win with Tottenham. Khadija Shaw.
Surprising that she started, but there's a reason for it. Obviously, I think Rachel said maybe her ability with the ball at her feet. Man City generally
It looks like they've got some good pacey players
well
here.
against Chelsea, so obviously needs someone that can find the pass from goal from the back line.
Just breaks down for Manchester City and passing clear, looking for Caitlin Ford. Manchester City pro.
It's interesting here how Alexandri finds herself in midfield from the left back position, close to overload those midfield areas, and it's quite difficult for Arsenal to pick up.
Yes, Manchester City fullback coming into midfield, something we're very used to seeing with the men's side as well as the women's. Sadie Roebuck has the ball for Manchester City. Forward by Greenwood to Shaw. Lovely layout to Laura Cleans, another who's enjoying a fantastic season, where it's with the interception.
Cool.
I think City will really work hard on keeping good width. They've got two very, very talented wide players. And obviously, Bunny Shaw, if she can stay central, she's a fantastic target player. I think she's proved that with the amount of goals she's scored, top goal scorer so far.
Yeah, two ahead of Aston Villa's Rachel Daly. He's becoming a real option through the middle for England, not just Aston Villa.
She is. What a problem for Serena to have, a defender playing up front for Aston Villa. Incredible.
Bless me. That was a bit of a local bloke. But just checking on the game.
Now Coombs. Hip. Coombs once more. Wants control. Sigawa. Shaw. He's reading the ball nicely. Ankle down to Kelly. Shaw's waiting in the centre, and there is Bunny Shaw, and there's the lead for Manchester City. Inside the opening 5 minutes, and Bunny Shaw doing what she does best. She is so lethal in those positions. And once again, she's clinical. And City hit the front, 1-0.
You've got to say, what a fantastic build-up. 1 and 2 touch from the middle third all the way through.
Oh, well.
Out wide, as we said, it starts a lot deeper than that. They get good width, where Bunny Shaw needs to be the centre of the goal. Perhaps the defender, Webermeyer, will be disappointed with that. She should have got closer, knowing the level that Bunny Shaw is playing at. She needs to be locked on tighter than that, but what a finish. Great header.
Perfect start for Manchester City. And Khadija Shaw continues her outstanding form this season. 27 now in all competitions. 16 in the WSL. Maybe she was talking about Rachel Daly chasing her down in the golden boot.
Yeah, possibly, but that was a great goal. I think now, hopefully, this will kickstart Arsenal. I think we've got to appreciate Arsenal. They played a very, very demanding game midweek. Let's hope that doesn't affect them. I'm sure it won't. I'm sure the manager would have told them this is a different game. You know, points on the board are crucial, but they've got some work to do now.
Nazigawa takes the tumble and does win the free kick for Manchester City.
It's a standard formation for both teams for 4-3-3, matching up in midfield. I think just with Alexander just coasting into that midfield area will cause a bit of a problem.
Anyway, reached blow that it was for Arsenal not to have Kim Little available, but having Katie McCabe being able to start for Jonas Eidevall's side, she is one of those players, Republic of Ireland captain, heading for a World Cup this summer as well with her country, that he will look to show that leadership on the pitch.
Yeah, I think so. She got left out for a couple of games. I think that did her the
Oh,
world of
well,
good. Saw her play.
apparently was at
against
fault
England.
there.
She was fantastic. To see her limp off
Oh dear.
crutches, so she's done really well to play today, and Arsenal will need her.
Yes, he did say pre-match Eidevall, they didn't expect her to be back so quickly. I noticed she did limp back on crutches at the end to join in the celebrations of the Emirates as Arsenal give the ball away. Hemp under pressure from Williamson. City really on top at the moment.
Yeah, confidence is high. They've got the opening goal. You know, Arsenal have got some work to do now. They're riding high in confidence. You know, unbeaten in how many games? 14 games. So Arsenal will have to be on top of their game today to get some
City
points.
does have to win the league better more than Chelsea do. Definitely. Seeing as they beat them 2-0.
Here is Coombs for Manchester City. Williamson with the interception. Ampelova, not seen much of her so far. Has it taken off her toes by Alexandri. Ampelova. Williamson. Party under pressure. Manchester City doing exactly what you said they would hope in terms of putting that high press on. It was so effective against Chelsea last weekend.
Quite decent.
Yeah, very effective. I think Chelsea really struggled with the high press. And obviously Man City got great pace up front and physicality. It serves them well.
Kelly under pressure. He's off from Arsenal.
I don't know how we fucking beat these in the League Cup. Didn't concede for 120 odd minutes.
The throw. Completely given a card as well. Katie McCabe, who also is not happy.
Yeah, I think the rules have changed. Dissent, you know, you will get a yellow card. You know, if that was her talking back to the referees will not accept that. So players have to be careful. Yeah, ball bounced on head, unnecessary. That's a yellow now. That puts her a bit on the back foot. She's going to have to be really careful. Only played 10 minutes into the game.
Needless indeed. She's a player that plays against Katie McCabe as plays the ball forwards. And the throw goes the way of Manchester City. Work to do for his side. 10 minutes played, they're 1-0 down. The second best so far. Potentially, a little push there. City do get the throw, if not the free kick. And they take it quickly. Lovely turn by Shaw. Saw the runner, Chloe Kelly. McCabe racing to get back. Coombs is in the centre. Kelly blocked by McCabe. She'll complete the clearance as well. Blackstenius.
I think we've got more chance of winning the Champions League than the Women's Super League.
She's really found her form. Took her a bit of time to settle when she first came to this country, but doing really well. You know, physically strong, powerful runner.
She's up against Raffaelli here. And the whistle goes. Foul by Shaw on Raffaelli.
Yeah, just showing her physicality there, as I said. You just look at Arsenal's midfield here, they're really, really deep, trying to invite the press from City.
Hasegawa. She's another who's really grown into the season. The Japan international arrived in the summer after Kira Welch's world record departure to Barcelona.
Yeah, that was a position, wasn't it? Kira Walsh, so effective, hard one to replace, but I think Hasegawa so far this season has been outstanding. One of the picks for me for the men's City side.
Forward by Greenwoods. To chase. Imp. Too much on it. So good to see Laura Coombs back in the England setup after so long, Hope.
Yeah, credit to her. She's worked really, really hard. You know, a very functional player, quite often goes unnoticed, very, very efficient. So really pleased for her. She really deserves that.
Sitting employing that press and it pays off. Shaw, good save, D'Angelo. Arsenal almost mistresses of their own undoing.
Yeah, there again a high press. Bunny Shaw really alert to it. You know, the midfielder of Arsenal, that's Leah Williamson dropping right into that back line. If she's going to do that with Bunny Shaw breathing down her neck, she's got to move that ball a lot quicker.
Taken short by Chloe Kelly to Hasegawa. Kelly once more. D'Angelo comes, gets something on it. Manchester City will try and keep it alive with Greenwood, but that's steady as will clear for Arsenal.
She did well there, D'Angelo, but she's not connected there. Bunny Shaw was ready to capitalise on that. Great delivery into the box. D'Angelo really does well, actually. And I think that's Woburn Moy just blocking Bunny Shaw. Very effective, good clearance.
And Arsenal Bournemouth dispossessed. Manchester City again, surely so dangerous. It's well defended. Okay,
Yellow card, ref!
Eventually fouled by Khadija Shaw.
Aggression from both players. Yeah, that's a foul. Not sure. I think she caught Katie's left foot. Yeah, both players very, very aggressive, but correct decision by the referee, I think.
Williamson forwards. Playing forward with Binks winning the miss. Here is Williamson. Goes down.
I think Leah's got to try and play a little bit higher up. She's falling into that back line, I think, just a little bit too early. You know, try and get some width.
Alexandri can work against Paloma. Lovely control by Engadar. Scored a lovely goal against Chelsea last weekend.
Yeah, it was a great goal. She had a really good game that day, I thought, but she was unlucky actually not to get player of the match for me.
Greenwood under pressure from Arsenal Bournemouth. To Roebuck. Sagawa.
City are playing with some confidence. Arsenal really struggling to get near them.
Alexandri. A little short from Engadar, but she does reach it. And just faster to the balls at the moment, Manchester City. Here is Coombs. Hempt, getting past Moritz. Lead away by Raffaelli. Sagawa, Williamson, challenges Coombs. A chance for Glover to burst forward, was tugged back there by Alexandri, but referee will let play continue. Advantage played, flag is up against Caitlin Ford. The offside is what stands, rather than calling the play back for the free kick, and Meadow Park is not too happy with that.
Yeah, it's a difficult one, isn't it? If the pass comes off, you want the advantage played. It was a foul, referee played the advantage, but it was offside. I think they've got to get Pavlova into this game. She came on, I think, Wednesday night when she started. She was really lively. Got to get some width, get her on the ball and let her run at that defence, because she has got some pace.
Hemp with the header. Very sure the City goal scorer. Just possessed by Party. Then Carl's and goal. Once again, City get play underway immediately. Kelly. Played with the foot in. She's winning a lot of those individual battles at the moment, Katie McKay, but on this early yellow card, he's the tightrope.
Yeah, she's going to have to be careful, a long way to go yet. I must say, Man City look a lot fresher. Arsenal, for me, look a little bit tired. Some of those recovery runs from midfield look like they're struggling a bit.
So Khadija Shaw just readjusting her boots. What's in mouth there for Manchester City fans, and perhaps Gareth Taylor seeing her down on the edge of the Arsenal penalty area. She's fine. A bit of canyon. Alexandra well closed down by Williamson. Does retain it for Manchester City. This could be a concern. D'Angelo down for Arsenal.
Could be tactical, I must say. Could be tactical. I mean, it's quite common, goalkeeper's got the ball, goalkeeper goes down, it gives the coaches an opportunity to perhaps tinker with some stuff, give some information. That's probably what's happened. I could be wrong, but that's probably what's happened.
There is Manuela Zinsberger. She's making no move to take that blanket off from around her legs, so I think we can safely say there speaks a former Brighton and England manager, Hope Powell, because the Arsenal players were straight over to Jonas Eidevall.
Absolutely, it's a tactic that any coach would use. Sensible. You can see Zinsberger is firmly wrapped up with blanket on. She's not moving. So yeah, a tactical move there by Arsenal.
And it is Arsenal who trail to Manchester City, courtesy of this early goal from Khadija Shaw.
That's a fine finish, but if you go back, the build-up was absolutely fantastic. It started certainly in their own half, built the play through the middle. Only Shaw coming into play, used the width, and that is a really good header. From a defensive perspective for Arsenal, I think if you've got someone like Shaw floating in and around the box, you've really got to be locked on. You give her any room, if she connects, she's got a good chance of scoring.
So Sabrina D'Angelo is alright for now, as Hope Powell expected. Just talk me through briefly, Hope, what is the thinking behind that? Is it as simple for a coach as getting different tactical instructions across? Is it about disrupting the flow of the opponent who are in their stride?
I think it's a bit of both, really. Man City have had large amounts of possession, so that gives them time to readjust. He will obviously have noted some things that he just wants to tinker with, and hopefully that gives them a bit of impetus in the game and livens them up a bit.
That's not off.
City appealing for a decision that didn't come. All the clears. Breaks under pressure from him. She was. Back to D'Angelo. Raffaelli. Kelly. Manchester City striding forward once more. Kelly once more. She's in there again. Away by Arsenal. Sagawa. Here's Rotola.
Come on!
Williamson is so adored here. Blackstenius. Ford. Chance to run at Esme
Oh,
Morgan.
it's a good pass, but she's still slightly one.
To get the ball across. She can get it straight into the arms of Leo.
Yeah, that was a great tackle by Leah Williamson. Really set Arsenal on their way. Just the quality of that pass by Ford. Usually she does that so much better. Got to be better than that if you want to score this City side. 1v1, she's been really good this season. You know, just that final delivery from that position, you're really looking to cut the ball back.
City once again play through that Arsenal press well.
I really want to see a plover goal, actually.
Midway through the first half, Leader Shaw's header inside the opening 5 minutes is the difference between the sides. City are well worth the lead, and you touched on earlier, Hope, the gruelling match that Arsenal had against Bayern Munich on Wednesday. I say gruelling, it was some of the best football I've seen them play for a long time, particularly in the first half. They've had some good games this season. Manchester City with a week to prepare for this though. Chloe Kelly has it, he's down, free kick. Okay, so very forcefully to Chloe Kelly to get up there. She just has to keep that passion in check.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, as I said before, a long way to go. But just going back to the Champions League, I really do think Arsenal looked a little bit leggy. Playing at the Emirates, big pitch, big game. You know, that's a lot. It's an energy sapper on the mind and on the body. Arsenal have really got to up the ante if they want to get something out of this game. I think Hasegawa in midfield, you know, got to be a stamp on her. She's you know, dictating the play there far too easily.
Loose touch. Just like that, Blackstenius was almost in. Williamson will drive. Cleared away by Greenwood, who really took one for the team there. The referee making sure that she's all right. To be fair to Alex Greenwood, she's got up very quickly there.
Yeah, she did well there. I'm not sure I would have put my head in the way. Roback a little bit sloppy there. Should have moved it a lot quicker. You know, she's done well to put her head there, to be fair. And get
That's
that
a foul.
Williamson again with the interception. Just started to dictate a little in midfield as Blackstenius is in. Great save, Ellie Roebuck. But that's better from Arsenal.
Yeah, much better. You know, they need to be. You know, that's twice now, but Ellie Roebuck, good save. Move the ball a bit quicker. What we're used to seeing, that one-and-touch play. Onside, I would argue, but Roebuck does really well with some pace and conviction. Otherwise, Blackstenius, he didn't quite connect with it, but well done, Roebuck, and I think she's hurt herself in doing that, it looks like.
Yeah, concern for the Manchester City number one. It was fractions, wasn't it, for Blackstenius? Just that spin of the ball took it marginally out of her reach.
Yeah, lucky. She looks like she's struggling a bit there as well. I mean, Blackstenius, a willing runner. Roebuck looks like but both of them very committed to it. Or again, it could be tactical.
Maybe not this time.
Both of them full force there. Yeah. Yeah, both of them committed to making the challenge. Roebuck does really well. Thankfully on her feet, looks okay. And Blackstenius looks okay.
Well, they're both players that keep no quarter, but that is what is at stake here. This WSL title race.
Yeah, actually, I'm looking at Blackstenia. She's slightly limping.
Well, she's another like Khadija Shaw at Manchester City that's been suddenly taken to Arsenal, but could have been different, couldn't it? January, if those world record bids for Alicia Russo had come off. Arsenal trying to sign the England forward from Manchester United.
Yeah,
Hip goes down.
yeah, you do wonder, Alessia Russo, whether United going to, sell Russo
Really
to
don't
their
be going.
rivals. Very unlikely. Yeah, a bit of a head injury for Lauren Hemp there, but seems okay.
Again, no reports are given. Ruben Moy to Canova. Williamson. Raffaelli. Nice turn by Williamson. McKay. Here goes Caitlin Ford. It's Morgan. The low delivery. It's an interception by Alexandri. Palova was right behind her.
Yeah, she needed to be there. It's a great clearance by Alexandri.
Here is Ford. That's the throw. Good battle that between Ford and Morgan.
Yeah, really, really good battle. Yeah, I think Ford's had a really good season. I think Morgan's grown in character and stature. Certainly with the England call-outs, giving her a lot of confidence. And so, yeah, it's an exciting game for both of them. See who comes out on top.
Yeah, she's in the latest England squad. Esme Morgan preparing for the finalissima against Brazil, the first in the women's game at Wembley on Thursday. The European champions against the South American champions. Should be a good one. Here is Paloma. Turn. Shepherds it back to Roebuck, but there is more tempo about Arsenal's passing.
Yeah, definitely. Since then, a little break in play when the goalkeeper went down. The information that Jonas had obviously given has started to work. They're a little bit more livelier. They're pressing. They're aggressive, and they'll need to be at their best today to beat this Man City side. But they're gaining some momentum in this game.
Well, it is a Manchester City side that have lost just twice in their last 23 games in all competitions on this 14-match unbeaten run in the WSL. One of those defeats for Gareth Taylor's side was to Arsenal in the League Cup semi-finals after extra time.
Yeah, at the moment they're winning. That's all they care about. A lot at stake today. Man City have definitely started the Brighton.
Yes, as things stand, they'll be moving level on points with leaders. Manchester United, but this is how quickly things can change. The slip from Alexandri, Palova for Arsenal, Amaritz. Good defensive work by Lauren Hemp. The throw goes the way of Manchester City as well. You just wonder whether Palova could have taken that on immediately.
Yeah, I doubt she was expecting Alexandri to slip there, but that was an opportunity. But credit to Lauren Hemp, she really worked hard to get back and help her teammate out, and as a result they win the ball back.
Clearance wasn't most convincing though, and Ford trying to latch onto it. Hunter Balti, laid off to McCabe. Middle was narrowing.
One!
Oh. Not quite the finish that we saw at the Emirates on Wednesday.
No, but certainly more on the front foot Arsenal. Really putting themselves in between the players, blocking players so that could get a shot away just here.
Maybe that could have fell to Palova.
I think Alexandria there was blocked, but unfortunately Marlon there way off target. But certainly in the last 10 minutes we've seen a little bit more of Arsenal in Man City's defending third. So good signs for them at the moment.
Hasegawa, Coombs. Hempel chase. Plays it on
quite static, Arsenal. They need to move to get on this ball.
Hasegawa. Angled up. Morgan's turn to drift into central midfield.
Yeah, it really causes a problem, that overload. So fullbacks cutting inside means Hasegawa or Alexandra, or if it's Morgan on the other side, generally they're free.
Good work by Williamson all over between them. Good by Valti. Stenius just overrunning, and again kept coming back and doing those defensive duties well.
Yeah, she's done that well, hasn't she? Really prepared to work this line, help her defence out. You know, playing with some maturity now, an exciting player for the future for me.
Still just 22 years of age, which is remarkable, considering as well that she's won 4 PFA Young Player of the Year award. She's the reigning holder of that accolade. Here she is now. Coombs. Hasegawa. Angled up to Kenny. Sharon Coombs away to the centre and
Bloody hell.
almost the ricochet leads to a second goal from Manchester City. Coombs with the initial header. Goodness me.
That was interesting. I think I like the way that Man City work the ball. If Arsenal are in shape, they're prepared to be patient, work it out in the wide areas. And again, you know, really good delivery. I think it come off an Arsenal player. I thought it did, but the referee's given a goal kick. But they really work it well around the pitch. You know, down the left. They can't get down the left, they work it round to the other side, really try and stretch Arsenal. They've got 2 players out wide, Kelly and Hemp, that can really deliver. Gives them a really good opportunity if Buddy Shaw's in the middle. So really good build-up play again by Man City.
Words between Bruno Nicholas and Warden. Yona Soideval as Arsenal have a player down. Just need to get her into the game more, Leonard and Warden. She can be so influential.
Yeah. Interesting. Another player down.
Yeah, Caitlin Ford for Arsenal. So play paused momentarily. England against Italy is up next on BBC Two in the Women's Six Nations. Do stay with us for that. And catch all the highlights from this weekend's WSL action. Huge weekend in the title race. The Women's Football Show on BBC One at 11:30 this evening. And you can listen to commentary of that finalism. The first in the women's game, the European champions England taking on the South American champions Brazil from a sold-out Wembley Stadium, Thursday, 7:45. Commentary on 5 Live. Well, she's moving very gingerly, Caitlin Ford.
Oh, that's a shame. That's a big loss for them.
The change is being prepared, and it will necessitate a bit of moving around from the personnel on the pitch as well, because Laura Reuter is preparing to come on. So we think that Katie McCabe will push up into that wide position.
Yeah. You can see that now. Katie McCabe coming out wide. Balti going down on the left side. Her name, I'll let you do that.
So Bea Reuter's on.
Bea Reuter on the right. So it looks like they've McCabe wide on the right so she can cut infield.
Yeah, and Maritz will take up that left back position. So versatile, the fullbacks of Arsenal, and they really are players that genuinely can play in those positions. It's not just square pegs and round holes. Katie McCabe is a very dangerous wide player in her own right.
Yeah, and her aggression going forward is really, really good.
So was it?
You know, try and get her on the ball, really drive at that defence. Certainly coming infield on her left gives them all sorts of options.
So they've had a lot to contend with this half Arsenal. The early goal from Khadija Shaw. Very good performance from their opponents Manchester City, and now injury to Caitlin Ford as City come forward once more. Wanted with the chest down. Will break to Hemp inside the area. Great block by Ruben Lloyd.
Yeah, Woman did well there. She needed to. Great touch by Bunny Shaw. I think she's been that really well. She drops into that pocket in between the lines. You know, happy to feed players in. Then spins herself to try and get in the box. A good block by Woman Lloyd.
Here is Shaw. Pursued by Williamson and Alti. They'll dance past both of them. Just behind Kelly. Will come back to Shaw. And out with Alti. Who wins the free kick as well.
Huge strength there by Bunny Shaw. That's twice she slipped round Mia Williamson with ease, and then her pace and power to get her away from that defender. She's having a really good game actually.
The encouragement for Arsenal will be that they have only failed to score in one of their last 23 WSL games. They have tested Ellie Roebuck on occasion, but perhaps not quite as much as they would have liked. Though we have to say that D'Angelo in the last 10 minutes or so hasn't had too much to do at the other end for Arsenal, but no surprise, hope that this game is perhaps settling into a real battle in midfield as sides try to get the upper hand. City have had it overall. They're worth the 1-0 leads.
Yeah.
It's Kelly. Morgan joining the attack. Shaw with the header and Hemp. Oh, what a miss! Huge opportunity goes begging for Lauren Hemp and Manchester City. How on earth is it not 2-0?
That should be 2-0. Again, comes down the right. Bunny Shaw causing all sorts of problems. She needed to hit it into the grass, keep it low. You know, that is a miss. That is a miss, and she knows that.
Well, Arsenal were claiming a handball from Khadija Shaw. The whistle didn't come. And the controversy perhaps is eradicated by that miss from Lauren Hemp.
Oh, come on, Arsenal.
Safety first from Wharton. Blackstones. Okay, was in there. Just too much on the delivery.
Yeah, not a lot she could do with that overhit. And actually, it was only McCabe in the box. So that tells you something. That midfield, they've got to try and work hard to join in. Really get a little bit higher up and support that front line. It's sitting far too deep.
Oh, I'm not clicking that bit. Just phone.
Sure. Party.
Oh no.
Under pressure. So is Ruben Lloyd. Williamson. Good vision. Water.
I really hope we can win the Champions League by the end of this season. I'll be make up for what we missed. That'd be a better prize, wouldn't it?
Let it go for the corner.
Come on, less than 4.5 minutes to go, but it's probably a million minutes. I bet we just.
Baxterius is a willing runner, anything in behind, she's going to chase. Yeah, got a corner as a result of that.
So McCabe's able to take it for Arsenal. Khadija Shaw is dangerous at one end for City. Raffaelli, the tall Brazilian centre half, is certainly dangerous at the other end for Arsenal. Crowded 6-yard box. So McCabe sends it.
Oh fuck.
City just about get it away. Coombs will help him with the distance.
I'm not sure whether that was executed as planned, to be honest.
Yeah, didn't quite utilise the height that we just mentioned for Arsenal. Ball by Moritz to McCabe. Pulled back there by Moritz.
Yeah, cynical foul. She was on her way there, Lauren Hemp. Just ready to get out of first gear. She was away. Yeah, She's turned just about to get in her stride, and that's a definite foul.
That looked like the sort of energy from a player that knows she's just missed a huge opportunity 5 minutes previously.
Yeah. She's not going to be happy with that miss. It should have been a goal. Man City should be 2-0 up, to be honest.
Yeah, whistle didn't go for that potential handball by Shaw.
Why are you still eating my lunch? I hope she's making lunch. I want my lunch.
They deemed it wasn't deliberate because it wasn't her that would have scored it. Might have counted anyway. Here is Shaw. Home has been such a fortress for Arsenal in recent seasons, whether that's here at Meadow Park or at the Emirates, just undefeated in their last 23 WSL home games.
How's it going? Oh,
That was scored in 5 minutes.
oh, was it? Oh, that
Yeah.
was quick.
Manchester City with the advantage here.
Right, here's the
Oh,
two.
we've had another player.
It's a really
Also
good
had another
place
player go
to
off
come to,
injured.
Oh, did they?
And Man City do really well dominating, but I really do believe Arsenal are a bit tired.
Don't worry about that. That's just a stain on there, on that sheet.
Determines that WSL if Arsenal don't win. If Arsenal don't win this,
It's
it'll
nearly
be.
half time.
That's it, when you consider
Oh,
this title
I
race
don't like looking at myself in yours.
Manchester City.
I don't look.
out of
I look terrible this morning, but I've got to get in, have a nice shower
The league
later.
is the only competition
Get down,
that's
alright?
left. Chelsea have the FA Cup and the
I'm
Champions
just going to
League.
go out and
Arsenal the Champions
get
League.
Dexter in and make some wash out.
So many things that could come into play. I mean, that goal difference.
Yeah, really exciting actually. You know, nice to see that it isn't a one-horse race, and you know, no team's clearly ahead. A lot of twists and turns. That's why this game is so important for both sides.
Reuter. Bubanoy. Crossfield balls find Palova. Artie. Away by Hasegawa. Forward by Raffaelli. Hasegawa's there once more. Pressured by Palova. Wilson's clearance. Shaw will chase and get there ahead of Raffaelli.
It's going to be over before.
Still going, Khadija Shaw. Still going. Lays it to end. And Arsenal just about survive. D'Angelo congratulated, but another big chance for Lauren Hemp and Manchester City to double their advantage in this first half.
Yeah, great ball, great strength again by Bunny Shaw. Does really well. Thought about taking the shot, should she have. On another day she would have done, but lays it off nicely to Lauren Hemp. This time Lauren tries to place it, but is it a save or... Yeah, goalkeeper saves it. Yeah, goalkeeper does well there. Man City get the corner, but really good. Well done again by Bunny Shaw. Good strength and power.
Corner play short by Kelly to Hasegawa. Into added time as Hasegawa does let fly. Not too far away from the Japan midfielder who has scored once for Manchester City back in October.
Yeah, been a really good addition for Man City. Excellent player. I mean, she, her stature, very small, very lightweight, but manipulates the ball so well and dictates play so well.
I probably because of the injuries and stuff.
Roebuck plays down by McKay, but took her time there, really, Roebuck. Followed by Valti, kept on by Blackstenius. And Roebuck's once more. Wilson's ball forwards. They've made the run switching over to that right hand side for now with Chloe Kelly on the left and Coombs will look for Kelly. Here she is. Alexandra.
City do this quite often, switch Chloe Kelly and Lauren Hemp, change the dimension of play. It means Lauren will come infield on her left, and Chloe Kelly infield on her right.
Oh dear. I got hope Wolfsburg are absolutely terrible with them.
I think just there, it just sees Shaw coasting.
We've got Kim Little for the
dropping off that
semi-final.
back line. She's done that a lot in this game, and she's really hard to pick up, especially with her physical presence.
At least I used to see Arsenal when they won the trophy, but it's the least biggest prize, isn't it, really?
And Manchester City in the ascendancy once more. And they get another chance to double their advantage before half time. This time will they take it? Kelly goes for the corner. Good save, D'Angelo. Good effort, Chloe Kelly. As Moritz clears away at the back for Arsenal. She's under real pressure from Angledown.
Don't get me wrong, Zinsberger's good, but she's amazing. And they say women goalkeepers are shit. How about go fuck yourself?
Yeah, you just see her come, as I said before, coming infield. The space actually opened up with great effort, but D'Angelo equal to it. Just opens up there, that little gap she's aiming for. Good save.
We need this woman every fucking game.
She's had a
Play Zinsberger in the cup games, no offence.
free kick is given to Manchester City. They really are putting on the pressure in added time here.
Yeah, they are. Arsenal are not happy. But yeah, good spell in the last couple of minutes Man City have had. You know, Arsenal have got to be alert on this. You know, make sure they don't concede again before half time.
So it will be their set piece specialist, although they've got a few this time. The specialist Alex Greenwood from Manchester City as he gets the ball away for Arsenal.
Come on, come on, run!
Lovely control by Pelova.
Oh
Beautiful,
no.
but can't hold on to it. Sigawa
Oh no.
was slipped by Chloe Kelly. So that Manchester City can't make the most of that. And Arsenal will bring it away.
Yeah, it was on there for Arsenal, wasn't it? That transition turnover, that willing runners in midfield.
Come on, we've got to give us this chance.
Really well to intercept there.
Seconds remaining in the first half. Arsenal on the charge. Here's McKay, little deflection.
That's
means
it.
Won't roll through to Pelova, and there is the half-time whistle. The half that has largely belonged to Manchester City. Their top scorer and the leading scorer in the WSL this season, Khadija Shaw, with a header inside the opening 5 minutes. That is the difference in the scoreline. And how are your thoughts on the first half?
Yeah, I think largely Man City have been the dominant team. Unlucky not to have scored a second goal. Arsenal look a little bit leggy and tired. I think when they had a bit of a break, started when the goalkeeper went down, found a little bit of fall, but not quite enough. But for me, Man City, you know, deserve to be in front.
Big second half to come for both of these sides. And whichever way it goes, it will have huge implications in the WSL title race. Half time at Meadow Park. It's Arsenal 0, Manchester City 1.
Hope and Vicky Sparks, thank you very much indeed. Yeah, half-time here. The players are heading back down the tunnel. And it's been an interesting one, hasn't it? Because this is not an easy place to come here, Boreham Wood. Arsenal always strong at home. But Manchester City started so brightly. And they're the team who've really been able to impose themselves on this game.
Yeah, I think Man City, approached the game with, they've just got so much control, especially in possession. The midfield, Hasegawa's been dominating that battle. I think the wide players in Hemp and Chloe Kelly have been very effective in those 1v1s and their quality into the box. And Arsenal really haven't been able to just get any kind of possession at all to really get a rhythm in the game.
And it didn't help, did it, by that early goal. 5 minutes in, Buddy Shaw, who else? getting on the end of this one.
Oh, I mean, the speed at which Manchester City started was unreal, and it caught Arsenal on the back foot. But it's a passage of, I think it was 11 passes when we counted, straight off the training ground. The movement that Gareth Taylor will have seen with his team, the rotation, recycling it. But Buddy Shaw's key to all of that, because her movement, her ability to get in position. But this finish, what a ball first of all from Chloe Kelly. But that, she makes that look so easy. She's going away from the ball. She has to manipulate the direction of the ball with her head and with her neck. It's absolutely stunning.
And it's the fact that Man City always look to play forward, which forces an Arsenal player to try and come out into pressure, which creates a space out wide for her to deliver that ball into the
She
box.
can't do
But
nothing
an
about
Arsenal defender has to get touched tight with Bunny's shoulder in the box. She can't be free in that
I mean,
situation.
it's no surprise to Arsenal that Manchester City have scored a goal through Chloe Kelly and Buddy Shaw. I mean, it's the worst secret ever, isn't it? That those two are so effective. So the fact that they put no pressure on them, you know, that is it's Arsenal's undoing so far.
Yeah, and it did, and he came off a throw-in, didn't it, that one? And 11 passes, as we counted earlier. It's an incredible finish as well. And Bunny Shaw has been key, hasn't she, in that high press at Manchester City.
She is, and she's the catalyst of the front three. But you see, the goalkeeper should never play out there. It's casual. You know, you've just conceded a goal. A few minutes later, Leah Williamson's excellent in possession, but it's too easy, isn't it?
And it's exactly what we saw Man City do against Chelsea. This high pressing game, setting the trap, and Arsenal got to find a way to play beyond it and play a bit higher up the pitch.
The big rivalries between these games, and there's been an entertaining subplot, I'd have to say, between Katie McCabe and Chloe Kelly. Let's take a look at exactly what happened here.
Well, Katie McCabe's the sort of player that you'd want on your team every single week, because she's a fighter, she's dogged, she's a great competitor, and she has excellent quality. But, you know, didn't do herself any favours early on in that one-to-one contest by getting a yellow card. And it's been a fantastic contest ever since between Katie McCabe and Chloe Kelly. But she didn't finish up in that position at left back, did she?
No, you know, she's a player that plays on the edge, and you see there in that tussle, especially defensively, she actually won a lot of those duels. But now she's playing a bit higher on the pitch. It'll be interesting to see how her counterpart deals with that battle now.
Tactical change.
Well,
putting an
Katie
end
Ford
to
got
that.
injured, didn't she? So,
Yeah, indeed.
Ryan Rhodes came on at left back, and Kate McCabe's gone higher right, which I think, taking away some defensive responsibilities, might keep her on the pitch for the 90.
Well, especially holding the yellow card.
With a yellow card as well. Well, it's stopped our fun for the afternoon, but anyway, that's what they needed to do. And another player you'd always want on your side is Lauren Hemp, always with opportunities, and she had a few gilt-edged ones today, didn't she?
Yeah, she did. You know, she's causing all sorts of problems in those wide areas, and again, you see this Arsenal defence get sucked over, and she finds
if we
herself
just
far post and just slices that ball.
Go up
with the
again
bar.
and defend, but
She's
we
finding
could
these
still turn
really
this
good
around. But
positions in and
until
around the 18-yard box, and here you just
So
think,
it
direct that
possibly
ball up across the
could
goal.
put it to bed.
It's probably definitely
Oh, we'll run out of time.
Again, Bunny
Yeah,
Shaw
no,
finds
that's it,
space
isn't it?
in behind, and Chloe Kelly and Hemp would be, you know, finding these positions where they're arriving late into the 18-yard box, and it's a fantastic strike and a good save.
Yeah, I mean, Arsenal out of possession. Defensively, you want them to be narrow, but that leaves that space at the back post for the wide player. And Lauren Hemp's held out in that position, you know, excellently well. Seen her score the goal against Chelsea last week from exactly the same position. She's dangerous.
Yeah, she is dangerous. Well, look, Arsenal have to go away to United. They have to go away to Chelsea as well. This game, if they want to be in contention for the title, this is a must-win, isn't it?
Yeah, for me, absolutely. I think you know, now they're really going to be chasing, and the teams ahead of them are now going to look to the future where they've got winnable games coming up. And you know, it's been tough for Arsenal. They had a really difficult game midweek at Bayern. I think playing on that big Emirates pitch has probably taken a lot of energy from them.
Arsenal lose today, they're out the title race, in my opinion.
Okay, well, I'll tell you a side that are in the title race. It is Manchester United. They visited relegation-threatened Brighton yesterday as the WSL kicked off on Saturday. Your commentary for this one comes from Ben Andrews.
Good delivery right into the crowd and into the net. Lydia Williams kind of didn't get there. Right next to her. There goal. She's not in Manchester United in front here. It's a very easy goal. I think the keeper has to be a little stronger than that. The league leaders in front early. Against Brighton again. Oh, great delivery of Marisa. He's got a flick on it. Anywhere but there. And it's 2-0. Take Williams as much as anything. Well placed, I suppose. to, and is beautifully worked. Blundell with the ball forward for Garden. And there's no flag here. She's got outside the box. Brown Williams, it's tight, but it's in, and it's 2-0 Manchester United. They have their cushion on the day in this game, and at the top of the table surely now. They've got at the double. Looked like she might have got a bit too wide here, but that is a very good close finish. You don't see Brighton getting back into this now. John's on a hat-trick. City United, for the first time in a way, under the intense pressure from that Manchester United midfield. They've worked so hard to Russo. Is this her moment? No. The answer to that straight at Lydia Williams. Well made though. Delivery is deep. Without Sigliotti. One of those low runners coming through the crowd. Sometimes quite awkward. That far wide actually. Box is crowded again. It's Williams, and it's 3. Nearly scored a moment ago, Rachel Williams. She has scored now. Manchester United's regular substitute with another goal and a textbook header.
Just point. If we don't win this, it's Chelsea or City for the title.
Game over for
Fuck
sure.
Chelsea, man. Fucking getting boring. And their fans are arrogant bastards.
It was here. Connery's given it away. Garcia must. Yes, she does. It's 4. 2 in a minute for United, and both of their substitute forwards have come off the bench and have found the net.
We definitely need Bruce
They
on
are
it.
flying clear at the top of the league for now. Brighton 0, Manchester United 4. They're good enough without help. This one's a bit of a gift.
So, big victory for Manchester United because it pulled them 3 points clear at the top. But as we currently stand with Manchester City with that lead at half-time, that would pull them equal with United as well at the top of the table. So really, really tight, as you can imagine. 4 other matches taking place today, of course, with half-time between Arsenal and Manchester City. Everton and Spurs is currently 1-1. Leicester take on Reading later on. That's at 3 p.m. West Ham host Liverpool at 5. And your late match today is Villa against Chelsea at 6:45.
They've got them in the cup too. Come on, Villa.
And
Please
don't
win
forget,
later.
you can catch up
Please.
with all the action
Please.
and highlights.
They've been on such good form lately.
That's later tonight at 11:30 on BBC One. Plus, there's more women's sport here on BBC Two. Following us, we've got the Six Nations in England take on Italy from 2:30. Well, we've got a special guest who's joined us at half-time. Really pleased to see you, Viv Miedemar. We've missed you on the pitch. How have you been? How are you recovering from the ACL injury?
Yeah, it's going good. It's really slow, but little steps. And obviously, I miss being out on the pitch with my teammates. But yeah, at least I'm here to support the team today.
And of course, you're in recovery. How are you spending that time, though? Because, I mean, are you finding it difficult? Is it boring? Is it hard to sort of watch the team and not be able to join in?
I mean, it's difficult to see the team doing well or maybe not doing that well at the moment. But yeah, I'm in the gym a lot. I'm picking up a couple of things off-site as well, like not just football things. So yeah, it's just like trying to get back as quick as I can, but also trying to enjoy the time that I don't have the pressure of playing all the time.
Yeah, and you've got obviously a World Cup around the corner. How do you feel about that? Is it the hope? All hopes still there? Do you think?
No hopes. I'm definitely going to miss the World Cup, which is a hard one. But I hope to be back for the beginning of next season, and that's my focus right now. And I need to be realistic in that sense.
Yeah, and I know Beth Mead's obviously on the same road. I don't know how you both did this at the same time, but you did. What about for her, do you think? Is it still in sight, do you think, for maybe Australia and New Zealand?
I mean, she's obviously a bit in front of me, but I think you've seen what Sarina said last week. Like, it's a big miracle that needs to happen for her to be fit for the World Cup. But yeah, we're both just trying to work as hard as we can, and we'll see how close we can get.
Has it helped, both of you being unfortunately injured at the same time, to get through this sort of rehab process?
Help or a hindrance?
Well, both actually. Like I think you understand each other. So like I know what she's feeling. She knows what I'm feeling. It's frustrating for me because I'm a month behind. So I see her doing a lot of things and I'm not there yet. But yeah, it is very helpful, and I hope that we can just help each other and push each other as much as we can, especially when we're back on the pitch.
Yeah, absolutely. You've been pushing the team as well, particularly in midweek in that Champions League victory against Bayern. I know you were out there on the pitch as well, and you say, you know, it can be hard to watch the team doing well, but you're right behind them, and it was great to see, wasn't it?
Yeah, no, I mean the atmosphere was amazing. We played so well. Like Bayern didn't really have any chances. I think we could have won 5 or 6-0 in the end. And, yeah, amazing goal. I mean everything. The flick from Leah, then the hit from Frida, obviously, and it's great to see Stina amongst the goals as well lately. It's what we need right now.
It's interesting because we heard Jonas talking in the week and Leah as well, both mentioning that, you know, perhaps Boreham Wood's a great ground, you're always filling it, but you're always getting good attendances at the Emirates as well. 16,500 tickets already sold for the semi-final against Wolfsburg. Is there a time that you think you can see the team moving there, spending more time there, more games there?
I think so. I mean, I think we're one of the examples that as a club we're doing it well. We play a lot of games there. We get a lot of people in. I mean, I've seen something about West Ham like not having played at their stadium yet this year, and I think we need to push for that. I think we deserve it. We always say the men's stadium, but in the end, it's the club's stadium, and I think we should use that in that sense. And we should all push for that. All clubs should push for that. And I think once we get there, we'll get more people in.
Yeah, and the numbers are certainly showing that as well. And Rachel, it's so good to see not just Arsenal in the semi-final, but Chelsea as well, and that drama and the penalty shootout against Lyon in midweek.
Oh, it was unbelievable. I mean, facing what was it, the 90 sort of third minute contentious decision. If VAR hadn't have been there, I'm sure Emma Hayes may have had a little word on that. But VAR was there, it was used for the right reasons, and I do think it was a penalty, a rightful decision overturned.
It did look like a penalty, actually.
Decision. And, you know, and then it teed up. Mara Mialdo, nerves of steel, just come on the pitch. You'd only been on sort of 10 minutes as a super
Bloody hell, they looked at that for a long time.
And then teed up at the grand finale of all grand finales against, you know, perennial winners of Lyon. And what a save. I love it when they goalkeeper gets.
I knew she'd like that. That's why I gave this one to her.
But they're match winners, aren't they? Just as
Yeah.
much as the likes of Viv are match winners, then nerves of steel have been able to pull out a big save and catching Berger. You know, we've talked often, haven't we, about all the things that she's kind of overcome.
Yeah.
But to have that moment on the pitch and be through to the semi-final alongside, you know, their London neighbours is fantastic for the game.
It is brilliant to see, isn't it? And what about today, Viv? We're seeing the teams starting to come out for that second half as well. How do you rate Arsenal's chances? This is a must-win game, as we've been discussing as well. It's been a season of rebuilding, like we were talking about earlier. You've got silverware in the bag now. It's a side who has had to watch the likes of Chelsea emerge and do so well. Arsenal want to be back in there.
I mean, it's a tough game today. It's been a tough season. I think Man U is really in the mix this year. We've had a couple of injuries, but so have Chelsea. So I think we can't really shy away from the fact that we just need to man up, and especially like we need to do better in the second half. Change a couple of things, and I hope that we can at least get a point out of this game then today.
Yeah, we'll look forward to seeing how that second half pans out. Viv, it's been wonderful to talk to you. Really good luck on the road to recovery. We hope to see you out on the field as well very soon indeed. And as you can see, the players are out for the second half, which means it's time to hand you back to our commentary team, the former England manager, Hope Powell. But first, Vicky Sparks.
Thank you, Rishvin. Well, a very satisfactory first half it was for Gareth Taylor. And Hope, if you're considering the conversations that might have been happening with himself and the players in the Manchester City dressing room, yes, the only downside is that they didn't add to their lead, and those two huge chances for Lauren Hemp near the end of the first half.
Yeah, definitely, but he will be pleased. They're leading, they're winning the game, they're dominating the game, they're dictating the play. So I think he will want more of the same, but hopefully with a goal at the end of it.
So Khadija Shaw's goal, the difference. There is the table as it stands. Arsenal would be 6 points behind the leaders Manchester United. They would have a game in hand. Their next match away at Manchester United. That date still to be confirmed because of the Champions League semi-finals. But as Arsenal prepare to get us underway in this second half, are they out of it if they lose here, or is there still enough in their hands?
No, I don't think they're out of it at all. I think they've still got a game in hand. They play Man United, so it's still all to play for. I think they're firmly in it.
Still all to play for in this second half at Meadow Park. Moritz. Balti. Pelova. Beautiful control. There's it off to Leonardson Morgan. Stenius is in the centre. Here is Pelova. Urge to shoot. Balti. Already Arsenal really committing the red shirts forward at the start of this second half. Williamson was in there. Roebuck just about did enough between Leah Williamson and Stina Blackstenius. But Arsenal just committing the bodies forward in a way that they didn't necessarily do in the first half.
Yeah, I thought that was lacking in the first half. Need to get more bodies higher up, closer to the front line. This is good delivery. Goalkeeper in all sorts of trouble there. You know, very fortunate Man City there, I thought. Blackstenius perhaps unlucky not to connect. I think she should have. But luckily, all goes to Man City.
Nervy moments at the back for Manchester City and Ellie Roebuck. Ruben Neumann's the header. Bounces off Nancy Warner. Here is Shaw. Still going Shaw. Pressured by Williamson and fouled by Leah.
Very strong, Honey Shaw. I think she's having a really good game. You know, physically, you know, able to hold players off. She perhaps could have released it out wide there, but that's the confidence she's got at the moment. The desire to run at the defenders. And from this, I hope she's okay. Yeah, looks like she's getting to her feet. But they really, Arsenal really need to contain her, because she has been a massive threat.
Always a menace. Khadija Shaw. Called into action on several occasions so far in this match. She's been beaten once by Shaw. Manchester City test her once more. Nasegawa. Kelly. Gets with the block. City with the corner.
Interesting there.
Oh, okay, that's today, is it? I can watch that after this is over. Papa John's Trophy final at Wembley today.
They played the corner short again, Manchester City. That's what they tended to do. Kelly now delivers the ball in. Swing and a miss from Shaw. Almost falls to Coombs. Arsenal get it away.
You bloody king.
Morgan between them.
Thanks.
Out to Roebuck. Forward by Raffaelli. On by Williamson. Straight to Horton. And she replaced as England captain. Kelly gets there first. Ritz with the throw. Away by Morgan. Segara's in there for City. She really is a tenacious player, isn't she?
Oh, she's actually a joy to watch. I mean, you know, physically strong for somebody of her stature, the ability to hold players off, her ball manipulation is excellent, a really good replacement for Kira Walsh, which, you know, is hard to find. So she's having a good game today.
Alexandria's interception. As he gets the foot in, here's McCain.
Pass.
Fouled by Alexandra.
Arsenal started a lot brighter in this second half. They need to claw their way back into this game.
WSL.
Free kick there. Alexandra wraps
WSL
around
table.
McCain's definite free kick.
Yeah?
How's it going? Oh, I just started.
5 minutes of the second half.
Okay.
Khadija Shaw is being spoken
We're
to.
playing a bit
Where are
better.
they playing?
Man City.
Okay.
So he cuts it
Oh, well.
There's a final at Wembley today. It's actually that Papa John's Trove bit.
Oh, is it?
Finally, yeah.
Oh,
Between
who's in it?
Bolton and Plymouth.
Oh, really?
Zagawa's interception.
I didn't know that. Wow.
To Kelly.
Yeah, I thought it might be last week, but that was England. Was it last? Was it last week? Was it last week?
Yeah.
Sometimes you don't realise that 2 weeks goes fast.
True,
It
but I
was-
think
it
it was
was
last
last-
week.
it was last
We
week.
were there.
Play for that
I
France.
can't remember.
Before
who was it.
the
Was it
international
Wembley last week?
during the international break, England.
Has changed. Lauren Hibbs got back on the left. Chloe Kelly.
I just mentioned it after the game. No, I don't know. We've got too much behind Man United. That's right. We'll be too far behind. Oh no, wait. There's the point. I still think it'll be too much if we lose this. Even if we draw it, because Man United are unstoppable. So Man City. Man's going to have to lose another game for Chelsea to win the league. Because Man United have got a serious goal difference, they can afford to draw a game. But I probably want Man United to beat us to stop Chelsea winning the league. I don't care. Only if we win, only if we don't win this.
Morgan, Arsenal corner.
I know, I'm looking at this wrong actually. Chelsea's still
City have taken
got it
corner
in
short
their
this
hands.
afternoon, and Arsenal do the same.
Don't know how I was looking.
There is the option. Got the height in there, Arsenal.
I was looking at the goals for, that's what I was looking at.
Will be swung in by Nelson Mornham, and Raffaelli was there. McCabe. Nelson Mornham.
Well, Aston Villa beat them. Let's let Aston Villa beat them later.
Brooke Hughes is saying, look, I need people to come and help me out here. McCabe's delivery. Cleared away by Manchester City.
Yeah.
Hasegawa, the furthest player forward. Reuter, Williamson. Only find Alex Greenwood. She was furious there, Laura James, as Hamill chased this, and Ruben Roy missed the clearance. Here is Lauren Hemp for Manchester City.
I think initially Coombs was thinking it was offside. I don't think it was. A lot of players deeper than the ball was looked like from this angle.
Trying to go with the goal difference.
Zagudal for Manchester
We've got more than
City.
we've got more than Man City. So at least that's the thing we have if we want to get into the back into the Champions League next season, in case we don't win it this season.
Yeah, Arsenal definitely started a lot brighter in this half.
We're missing Niedermar, we're missing Need, we're missing Little, we're missing Catley, we're missing Fold's just gone off, we're missing. Who else? There's another player.
Against Manchester City at home last season in the WSL. They won 5-0. Manchester City's heaviest
Who's the other player that's
WSL
injured?
loss in their history. Very different story.
Niedermar, Catley, Little, Fold. There was 5. I can just go to my Twitter header. I think I've got it as my Twitter header.
Ruben Roy under pressure.
Careful.
D'Angelo.
I praised her for winning the Ballon d'Or, and I don't want her to make a mistake. Hang on. Oh, Jodie Taylor, that's just because she's ineligible for the Champions League.
Can she find them?
No.
Through the centre.
Oh.
Just too much on it, and it's through to Roma.
Yeah, Braxton is did well there, dropping into that pocket. Comes did really well to get away from Alex Greenwood.
Oh, that just slowed down a bit.
Goalkeeper playing a high line.
Given away though. Nelson Morgan with the interception. Steps away from Angeldal. Plays it on Hasegawa. Morgan. To Morton. Reuter. She brought down there by Alexandri. Referee says no. Arsenal tries to win it back. Back there defending once more. McCabe. Trouble with the attentions of Lauren Hemp and Alexandri will play it forward to Shaw. Lovely deft touch to Coombs. Hemp. Greenwood. Foul by Blackstenius. Manchester City free kick.
Arsenal fans are not happy. I think in their previous pattern of play, Paddy Shaw coming deep into the pocket's really effective. Just needs to ensure that players are up with her, wide players come in and be that second centre forward if she vacates that space.
Williamson under pressure from Michael.
Williamson dropping again into that back line, try and drag Man City out, but it's not working.
Here comes Lauren Hemp. Comes at the far post. Neither Kelly nor Angeldal can City. Yeah, poor cross.
We scored 2 in 6 minutes against Bayern, so it definitely wasn't.
It's a little bit bobbly down the flanks, not the best delivery from Lauren.
Well, there has been just a goal in it in the 2 previous meetings this season between his side and Sonneville's Arsenal. Manchester City winning 2-1 in the WSL. Arsenal winning 1-0 after extra time in the Continental Cup semi-finals.
Go on, she's got
a goal in it. 10 times still to play, and Arsenal starting the second half well. Manchester City under sustained pressure. Palova to Hasegawa, who always seems to be in the right place at the right time.
Look, she goes unnoticed a lot of the time. You know, she matched Mana for pace there, won the ball. Ball ricochet, she calmly picks it up again and finds a player. Her technical ability and vision are very good.
Great sliding challenge by Williamson on Hemp, her England teammate. Marins. Palova's pointing, she is the Netherlands attacker. Saw the space for Reuter, so did Alexandri. Here is Hemp. Shaw. Hasegawa. Angeldal. Manchester City just starting to find those pockets of space. Here's Chloe Kelly. Hasegawa.
Very patient build-up. I'm wondering why Chloe Kelly doesn't take her on 1v1 in those situations, but they are leading, kills a bit of time. You know, Arsenal have to come and get the ball from them. But again, looks like Man City are in control again.
As things stand, Manchester City are moving level on points with Manchester United at the top of the WSL. We talked about all the variables. Goal difference could come into it. Manchester City with the worst goal difference out of the 4 title contenders. It'll still be 16 with Manchester United in terms of goal difference. You know, it is an extra point essentially for United at the moment.
Yeah, all to play for both teams. Interestingly, they've both got to play United, I think. So yeah, it's going to be really, really exciting to see who comes out on top this season.
Yeah, out of the contenders, Arsenal certainly have the toughest run, and including this match, they have Manchester United away, which is their next league game, and Chelsea away still to come. So in a way, it's in their own hands in a sense, I hope, in terms of gives you an opportunity if you need to catch your title rivals, but in another way, what would you rather have as a manager if in this scenario? Would you rather be playing one of your title rivals with the knowledge that you can put things back into your own hands, or would you rather not play any of them?
I think firstly, great that you've got that option and you're in and around it. I think that's a priority, that you've still got a chance. But I would say you'd want an easier run. I think you've got to include Aston Villa as a tough challenge as well. They're, finding some form, playing really, really well. So for Arsenal, it's a big test for them.
Yeah.
But they are still firmly in it, I think.
So double change being prepared for Arsenal. Between a Cooley just saw them and preparing to go on. Fresh legs hope perhaps needed. We mentioned the miracles that they had in the Champions League midweek, which Manchester City did not. They've been better in the second half. They've shaded it, but they just need that spark, Arsenal.
Yeah, which, we go back to that Champions League game. That's the demand physically and mentally quite demanding, and they look leggy. So some fresh legs are definitely needed, I think.
Coming away by Horton. Here is Balti. To Mornham, Moritz. Moving across quickly. Moritz still going. Blocks by Horton.
Come on.
To Blackstenius. Salvador with the challenge. Blackstenius squeezes it in.
Yes, pull over! Oh no, it's Marnham! Oh, why did it like pull over from afar?
Mornham and Arsenal.
I look like pull over from afar. Sorry! It seriously looked like her from afar, I'm not joking. It's not because I fancied it, which I do.
Not the best ball in, but the second ball falls to Arsenal.
Look.
I think Maxtinius takes a swipe and it opens up.
Come on!
Just hits it and it's 1-1.
And it's excellent composure from close range, isn't it? She just takes the touch to get it out under her feet.
Yeah, small gap, she saw it, and she's equalised, so a good finish. Arsenal are definitely back into this game now, and that will give them some confidence, and I'm sure some energy in their legs.
Yes, energy can come, of course, from changes, but it can come.
That's probably how much I want to
Caused
score.
by goals.
She wouldn't get the winner. Imagine.
Arsenal, very much
They just need to keep the pressure on now.
They do now. I think Man City will be disappointed. I think they should have cleared the ball before it started ricocheting in the box.
Oh, we should have defended out their goal as well, but it's hard to model.
Really well.
Well, she's on to 14 goals for the season now, level with Stina Blackstenius. They're having a real tussle to be Arsenal's top scorer this season. But it's all in this WSL title race. 1-1 between Arsenal and Manchester City. And interestingly, that double change has just been put on hold for now for Arsenal. Leonard and Marnham can't get the better of Hassan.
Who's she got?
It looks as though Jonas Eidevall has decided to give the 11 out there just 5 more minutes or so because they're in the ascendancy. They've got the momentum.
Yeah, it's surprising what a goal can do for you mentally, if nothing else.
Go, Liam. All team that is.
They firmly believe they're in it now.
Oh! How?
They scored, and they look certainly a lot brighter.
Alexandri keeps it in and does well, plays it off Ian Reuter. Well, how do Manchester City respond?
Yeah, this will be a real test of their character now because they were cruising. Things changed very, very quickly. They now find themselves 1-1. So to really test their character, see how they start performing now.
So changes still be prepared. Jodie Taylor there. Looks set to make her.
Imagine she comes on and wins it. That'd be fucking funny. Just be careful at the back.
Yeah, she's full of running, Jodie. I mean, how old is she now? 34, I think. 33, 34.
Oh, so just got a thing come through my phone.
Still bags of energy, keeps herself in very, very good condition. She'll be a handful. She'll be a handful. If she's there to
Careful!
Oh
my God!
Manchester City away by Pullover.
Okay.
Being kind, though. 36.
36.
She? I thought she was 34.
Ball by Greenwoods. Hempel chase. Hempel across. Nobody there for City. Bit more of the time to take the touch.
How old is Jodie Taylor?
Jodie Taylor is 36
She's 37 next month as well. Bloody hell. Let's see what she can do when she comes on the field.
Looks like 3 Arsenal players are warming up there. Jen warming up as well.
Potential triple change
Yeah.
coming up for the Gunners. The leveller.
Ah, thought so.
Frida Leonardson.
There's a lot of noise coming from up here.
City look like they fell off a bit, but now we're on a little bit on the back foot again.
Right.
We've just got to try and get a counter attack.
Yeah,
Go on,
that's it,
go on.
She's certainly got a second win, hasn't she? Wanted to Alex Greenwood in the end, but she's had such an outstanding season with Arsenal. She's made herself virtually undroppable, but it was a quiet first half for her.
Yeah, definitely. Like you said, she's found her second wind, her breath. The goal will give you confidence. I think Arsenal believe now that they can really get something out of this game. Man City are going to have to be on it. This game definitely on.
Without a play. Still, Arsenal will wait to make those changes. Indeed, the players waiting to come on. Just sat down to it.
Aston Villa, you got one job later. I think we sort of played them. We went 3-0 in the League Cup.
Manchester City though.
I think that was good. Oh no!
Here's Chloe Kelly. Close.
I love her for the Euros, don't get me wrong. But no, I was scared of her scoring in this.
Again, ball coming from the wide areas. One touch, had to take it early.
She was an Arsenal player at one stage. I think.
Well, she scored to make it 2-0 in what was eventually a 2-1 win for Manchester City in the WSL back in February. And we wonder how much City and Gareth Taylor will reflect on those
Come on, ladies.
in the first half. 2 for Lauren Hem.
Come on, Belinda. There she is. She's on the ball now. Definitely recognising them because she's doing it. Number 21. It's over and nothing. Oh.
So, Arsenal now will make that triple change. The first player to make way is Victoria Palova, who is replaced by Angelina Poole. Arrived in January from Danish side Nordsjælland. Dina Blackstenius also makes way. There'll be a big hand here for Jodie Taylor. Second appearance since returning to Arsenal last month as well. Moritz comes off as well for Jen Beasy. So yes, Jodie Taylor, Golden Boot winner with England at Euro 2017 is the big raw for Jen Beasy, very popular player here at Arsenal as well. It was very prolific in her first 20 months with Arsenal, which she spent with them back in 2016-2017. Spent a large part of that time out injured, but 10 goals in 17 appearances. Yes, she's at a different stage of her career now, I hope, but what does she bring to Arsenal? Not just today, not just for this game, but for this running in the season. And also, we should note, she's not in the Champions League squad. She signed after a week for the knockout stages, so it is just the domestic league that she's playing for Arsenal.
Yeah, well, obviously her experience, she's been involved in the game for many years. She's scored a lot of goals, so you know that comes quite natural to her. This is the free kick. Oh, that's late. That's right down the shin. Yeah, should be a booking, and it is a booking.
Leo Ortiz deservedly getting the yellow card, and the Arsenal fans aren't happy, but when you see the replay, that's a clear one.
Yeah, definitely a clear booking. Yeah, not a nice foul. Thankfully the player's okay.
So free kick to Manchester City. Just started to rest back a little bit of momentum before those 3 Arsenal changes. Having conceded the equaliser in this second half. Greenwood is over it. Asagawa's there as the short option.
Oh God.
Watch out for Khadija Shaw, just on the left of your picture. Greenwood will actually send it in.
Hey.
It's wasted.
Sorry, Greenwood, love you.
But just going back to Jodie Taylor, I think her experience, you know, she times her runs
I love her
so
own play
well,
again for England.
moves playing in the central areas
And
of
Musa.
the goal, and is a natural finisher. And to be honest, will run and run and run. You know, her work ethic is, even at 36, I'm sure, very, very high. Plays off the back shoulder, but willing to run it back around.
Walking forward for City. Rarely got the touch ahead of Greenwood. Oh, come off worse there, Raffaele. She's okay. Good news for Arsenal, good news for Brazil ahead of the finalissima, which will take place on Thursday. Sold out Stadium, European
Saliba. It's funny, you've got two similar names to that song. Tequila.
to have to go.
It's nice to see Jen Beattie on the pitch, actually. You know, and I think they've brought her on for her physicality, match her up against Bunny Shaw. You know, Bunny's won a lot in the air. And I think Jen Beattie will be equal to that. Her physicality will probably be able to match that.
He's just wondering if he can still shape up as a 3 there at the back of Arsenal, but it seems as though Raffaele's come over to the left and you've got Greenwood from the right. And he does give them the option to push forward in that position.
Okay.
Side flag is up against Khadija Shaw.
Yeah, it's almost as if
Come on,
Raffaele's like
saying there's about 20 minutes, maybe slightly more.
McCabe and can't pronounce her name.
Reuter.
Reuter on the other side, kind of overloads in those areas, which you know, seems to be having some effect.
That is up against Leonard Barnum. Plenty of action coming up for you on the BBC, the Women's Six Nations following us, the Women's Football Show this evening as well, and the finalissima. You can hear commentary from Wembley on 5 Live on Thursday.
Is that not on? Is it not on the TV?
Here is Jodie Taylor. Williamson. Pushed over by Laura Coombs.
Fucking old cat. What's that?
Yellow cards being requested by some of the Arsenal crowd.
That's whatever. They're always booking out players. Oh! Come on! Oh!
Roebuck at her very best there, full stretch. And Leonard Mortimer has come to life since scoring that equaliser for Arsenal.
Yeah, it's a great ball by Kate McCabe, right into that channel. Great touch, and you know, Ellie Roebuck equal to it. It's great when you've got two left-footed players, you know, Raphael and McCabe on the left side. It makes it so easy as an out. That's a great effort for Ellie Roebuck, equal to it, and she needed to be.
Arsenal play the corner short. Here they come. Short is a huge goal for Arsenal. A huge goal in the WSL title race. It's Arsenal 2, Manchester City 1.
What a strike, what conviction, nothing else in her mind. Now we look at this from the corner, it's a short corner, she comes with a second pass. Top corner, what a strike, the pace and the power of that beat Ellie Roebuck. Pure class. Coming in on her left, oh, Ellie Roebuck actually got a hand to that, but the pace and the power, the game has turned right on its head, 2-1 to Arsenal.
I told you this wasn't over! There's still 15 minutes plus to go, but we're in full momentum, let's keep going!
That's a monumental strike when it comes to their title hopes. And Meadow Park is rocking.
Yeah, brilliant comeback. To be fair, they looked really leggy in the first half, got the equaliser, got a second breath, and now they are in
Just
the
fucking
lead,
up. Just
2-1.
bloody fucking go.
Arsenal.
Do what you do. Let's buy and defend for your lives.
City. They were heading level on points with the leaders, Manchester United.
Come on.
Arsenal, as things stand, are now drawing level on points with Manchester City and going above them on goal difference. That's how quickly things can change. That's how tight this title
Come on,
race is. Kelly's delivery.
Oh, is it going?
By Balti.
Oh, Sabrina!
What a save from D'Angelo.
Love her.
7 at the other end. And this is not over yet.
No, it isn't over. Credit to both teams really going for it. Again, Man City ball out wide. Sets. Oh, that is a great save by D'Angelo. Great save, Alexandri. That was quite high spinning. That's good save.
The DT's even watching this.
Kelly, blocked by Leonard Samurin. Wanna play short once more by City.
Oh.
Greenwood. Just
So.
over Bailey's field. And that's what Jodie Taylor does. Always running, always competing. That's what Hasegawa does. Deals with it calmly. Williamson with the interception. Raffaelli. 13 minutes to play. This is a huge 30 minutes, Hotel, in the WSL title race. Leonard St. Morgan, Taylor will chase. Roebuck will get there.
Huge few minutes left. Arsenal now have energy. Man City now look tired. How quickly it changes, but credit to them. You know, credit to Jonas. 3 changes.
Funny what I just wrote. Oh my god. Imagine. No, actually, it was she was playing mind games. Come on, get a foot. Oh. Yes, the woman. Look at that. Come on. Oh. We better turn out this up against this like every other game. There's 6 games to win for a double Arsenal title, men's and women's. We got to hold on to this first.
Down to the wire between these 4. City wins. Arsenal wins. Which way is it going to go?
Yeah, it's brilliant, isn't it? Makes it exciting. Everything to play for. Quality sides in the top end.
Come on, go.
And the bottom end.
Stand there, you've got to.
Very exciting this season in the league. All to play for at the top and all to play for at the bottom.
Only in a minute.
Lewis Morgan. Walton. Greenwood. Steps past the 19-year-old, Gina Kuhn. To win it back. Taylor will get there first. Leonard Morgan through the centre. Well read. Ellie Roebuck.
Get up. Nah, get up.
Flag is up on the far side to alert referee Abigail Burns' attention to this injury.
It's going to be adding more time.
Alexandri, some discomfort here.
Just on that last Arsenal attack, I think Ellie Roebuck, she knows that even at 36, Josie Taylor has got some pace. She's on the front foot. She's a willing runner, and I thought she did really well to sweep up there. Yeah, now looks interesting to what's happened to Alexandra again.
Come on, West Ham, you've got to win this.
Follow through.
Southampton relegated.
So Manchester City making a change. Chloe Kelly is off. The Australian international Hayley Rasso is on.
Rasso will provide some pace down the wing here. Really ball at her feet. A threat in behind. Certainly very quick runner. City are to get something out of this game now, you know, we need to see a bit more of Bunny Shaw, very quiet. That's credit to Arsenal. The changes at the back.
Bournemouth got minus 28 yet they're outside the relegation zone. That's hilarious.
Which they've kept her relatively quiet.
Oh my god, there's going to be a big chunk of added time now, isn't there?
Prepared for Manchester City. Dana Castellanos entering the field, but still concerned here over Alexandri.
Oh, I shouldn't really point the finger, should I? She's literally down injured.
And it had all started so well for Manchester City inside the opening 5 minutes of this match. Khadija Shaw doing what she does best. Leonardo Morgan getting up
Come on,
level terms
God.
in the second half. And how about that for a goal from Katie McCabe? Ellie Roebuck got a hand to it, she'll be disappointed, but it was a strike of quality. It's given Arsenal this 2-1 lead late on. There is the second change for Manchester City. Laura Coombs is off, and Dana Castellanos is on.
Yeah, they need to do something, Man City. They've lost a little bit of belief, it looks like. They look a little bit flat now. Arsenal, full of energy, got some momentum. So change needed with the last sort of 9-10 minutes to play. It's still all to play for.
And Alexandri is not able to continue. So Manchester City forced into a third change in this round of substitutions. The Netherlands international Kirsten Kasperai is on for Alexandri.
Esme Morgan's gone over to the left.
Oh, she looks in real pain. She's crying.
And Kasperani coming on her right back.
Yes, and Morgan showing her versatility. After that lengthy stoppage, not ideal for Manchester City in every sense of the word. They've lost Alexandri. But they need to build some momentum in this game if they want to slip to defeat for the first time in 15 WSL matches.
Yeah, they'll be disappointed at this stage because I think the first half was pretty comfortable for them.
Why are you keeping it in the corner now?
Not to go in
It's probably
at
going to be like
1-2
4 or 5 minutes added time.
Daggers up on the far side. City will have the
Probably
free
still
kick.
got
Chelsea were the last
12 minutes at
team
most.
to beat Manchester City
At their
in
ground.
the top flight all the way back in September. And Arsenal going to end that long unbeaten run. It's currently the longest in the division. It's under serious threat here at Willow Park. Here come Manchester City. Coached by V. Reuter. How's he going? Kasparov. Walton. Angled blocked away. Katie McCabe.
Okay, he's defending now too. Oh my god, this is still ages.
Get the sense, Hope Powell, this will be back to the wall stuff for Arsenal in these final few moments.
Yeah, they're comfortable. Gone with a back five to shore it up. You know, midfield happy to sit deeper. I think they trust their back line. The physicality of Jen Beattie brings something in there. So Man City are going to have to really work hard to find an opening.
Here goes Hayley Rasso. And City find a way back on level terms. Huge chance for the woman that you would want in that position. Khadija Bunny Shaw.
Yeah, in behind. Rasso, good feet. You've got to hit the target. But if you see there, Jen Beattie was all over it. She put herself right at the forefront of Bunny Shaw's feet, making it really difficult for her to get the shot on target.
As Arsenal are preparing to take that clearance and backheel the ball into the net, but Leah Williams similar to Ray, so he hadn't been started. So Hope Powell, a few contenders, but this woman is your player of the match.
Yeah, quite a few contenders. I think Hasegawa's done well in midfield, dictated. I think Bunny Shaw in the first half was definitely the pick. Very quiet in this second half. I think McCabe, however, you know, being on the left, being on the right, really a driving force in this team. You know, and that finish was absolutely exquisite, especially after getting the yellow card so early. You know, it hasn't stopped her playing an extra game. So yeah, Kate McCabe for me, player of the match.
And it will be, you would think, defensive duties for the last few minutes for McCabe. One of that back five now as Arsenal look to see out what would be a huge win coming from behind to keep themselves right in the thick of this fascinating WSL title race. Can Manchester City find a way and preserve this long unbeaten run, or will it end at 14 games in the WSL? It's all the way through with Angela. Taylor goes down. Fair challenge, says referee Abigail Byrne.
Oh, it's probably... What?
So, another change for Manchester City.
Oh, this clock seems to be going down faster than most clocks. Even that's all the same. Probably because I'm not being paying attention.
Yeah, Fowler look like she's playing a lot harder.
If you pay attention too much, Rory, then it goes down slower.
Here's Rasso. Play on. Also have a player down with McCabe. Rasso still going. Brilliant defending by Raffaele. And again, not quite the distribution to clear it. Hasegawa.
Please.
Kasparai.
This is the difference between
Hasegawa.
still being in our hands
Horton.
and being
Arsenal
in
dropping
Chelsea's
deep.
hands. It's the difference.
Kasparai. Rasso.
But it's still, that's been a bit Chelsea later. It's
Kasparai.
more like it's in Man U's hands because they've got us at home.
There isn't a lot of
Next
room behind
time.
the back line of Arsenal.
Yeah.
They're starting to get deeper and deeper, but those crosses...
We've got to be Chelsea.
don't be pulled away
It's
from
so
far
difficult
too
to call.
easy. Far too easy
But this
for
could be the
Arsenal.
difference
Just what
between
Arsenal
Arsenal, United, or any. If we win this, City might be out the race. I think. Just got Aston Villa win later, then it might be between Arsenal and United. It'll come down to that big clash. And I wouldn't mind if they beat us to it. Better than Chelsea always bloody beating it to us.
Greenwood. Here is Lauren Hemp. Up against Williamson. City throw.
Oh, it's in the 90th minute. It's going to be about 5 minutes at a time because I'm injured, I think.
Here is Morgan. Castellanos. Cleared away by Gubin-Moy. Hasegawa was on the
Careful.
side. Rasso can't latch onto
What?
it. And the play is pulled back for a free kick right on the edge of the area. What a chance this could be for
What
Manchester
happened there?
City.
Yeah, it did look like she got pulled back as she was about to strike that.
Show us the replay then.
We are into 6 minutes of added time.
Was it?
challenge from Raphael.
Really?
Nothing wrong with that. It's the earlier incident with Hasegawa.
Where?
Play's been called back to. Now, we've talked about advantage being played in certain situations.
Oh, for
Didn't
God's
go
sake,
earlier
this
in
is
the move.
6 minutes of added time of this.
That looks like a definite pullback to me. And what a position for Steph Houghton, specialist free kick taker.
The responsibility
God's
falls
sake.
on the shoulders of the Manchester City captain. Steph Houghton to level things up in added time.
Come on, Steph, you're an Arsenal. She was an Arsenal
And
player.
to strike a huge blow
Nah, she's been at
in
City
the
longer.
title race for Manchester City against Arsenal.
Please, please, please.
It's Houghton. Straight into the wall. She'll drive again. And the referee has stopped play.
Oh
Arsenal
no!
have a player down, a potential head injury. But the wall, in the first instance, did its job.
Yeah, very difficult. So close to the goal to lift it from a jumping wall.
It's going to be added time onto added time now.
In that lower part.
It's just got.
There it is, tries to lift it. Actually, it was a good execution there. Needs to lift it and make sure it dips at the end. Yeah, her standards of free kick are much higher than that, Steph, so she won't be pleased with that at all.
Well, she's been effective finding the equaliser at one end, Leonardo Morgan. She did her job there in the wall.
I say, Kane McCann play a match in it. I think D'Angelo'd be close second, definitely.
If Arsenal can hold on here, Hope Powell.
I think it's a massive win for them. I think certainly having played Champions League in the week, I think the first half they looked really good. I thought Man City were very comfortable. I think people watching would have thought, yeah, Man City are cruising this. Certainly in the second half came out with some energy, some fire, scored a goal, and then been the dominant side certainly up until the equaliser. And now for them, it's just about hanging on, making it very difficult for Man City.
We played almost half of the minimum 6 minutes added on. You'd think there'd be a little bit more as Leonardo Morgan enters the field of play.
Yeah, there's been a lot of stops in this game actually.
That will suit Arsenal just fine as Jody Taylor goes down and he uses all of that experience to win a free kick that I hope you're not completely
Yeah, I'm not
convinced by.
convinced. But as you said, experience. Yeah, I think that was a lucky or fortuitous free kick there.
Williamson takes it relatively quickly. It's a full distribution.
It's going to be about 2 extra minutes added, I think, here.
Quite the right call there from Williamson.
Okay. Bloody hell, BBC, don't glitch now.
Had time perhaps.
Go on, go on, go on. You should have run forwards.
Kill the time, make it frustrating for Man City.
He was beaten before a Manchester City
So
player.
Leah should have run forward then.
Yeah, she done well, BT to contain Benny Shaw. We haven't seen her in this second half at all.
She's got a problem here. Khadija Shaw, Manchester City playing on for now. They
Oh.
haven't spotted it.
She's got
Yeah, West Ham are winning. Relegate the Saints, fuckers.
Here is him to Castellanos. They'll have to do it without Buddy Shaw as things stand. Still down inside the Arsenal half. They don't have time necessarily, Manchester City, to put the ball out. Hasegawa, interception by Valti.
Oh.
Greenwood
Come
to
on.
him. Well dispossessed by V. Reuter. And the referee now does stop play because Khadija Shaw
Oh my
has not
god.
moved.
I'm going to miss the start of this cup final at Wembley, even though it's not really big of a deal, but
in a lot of discomfort.
Well, she got Manchester City off to the perfect start in this match with her 27th goal of the season.
Yeah, I think in the first half she was pretty phenomenal. Coming into those pockets short, laying the ball off, staying in central areas, a target player for wide delivery. Great goal with her movement and the head itself. But in the second half, been pretty quiet, and I think that's credit to Arsenal actually. Sorted things out at half time, made some key substitutions. And denied Man City the space to play into Khadija Shaw. So, the turnaround in the second half from Arsenal has been pretty good and deserved leaders, I think.
Well, she is at least able to walk off Khadija Shaw.
It's gonna be more than 100 minutes. Probably 99 minutes. It's gonna be time added on here. It's past the 96th minute, but it's gonna be time added on.
Wind the clock down, don't have to rush, get something out of it. McKay did really well to join in play there and win her team a corner from which they will waste more time.
Well, we have played the minimum 6 minutes added on, but a couple of relatively lengthy stoppages in added time as well. So Arsenal do take it short. They keep it in the corner. They're nearly there. Castellanos, Casper Wright trying to win it back for Manchester City. It is a City goal kick. They take it quickly. They have to. Time is almost up.
It's still gonna be a minute. I think it's gonna go to 99.
Shaw is back on.
Look,
By Hasegawa.
she's back.
Away by Reuter. Williamson is there. Castellanos picks it up for Manchester City.
Look.
Lauren Hemp. Rasso's in there. Over the head of the Australian international. Picked up by Fowler.
Say.
Casper Rai. Driven in. Rasso attempted.
Oh, get up!
To come off. And Cool will send it forward and Taylor head down will chase. Wharton there first. But
City just need to pile players forward.
But there's no time left to do so. It's victory for Arsenal. And Manchester City's unbeaten run in the WSL. Gareth Taylor's side lose in the top right for the first time since September. And Arsenal
big long run.
WSL title race.
Watch out, Man United! You bitcher!
It's Arsenal 2, Manchester City 1.
I've got smelly, sweaty armpits, but I don't care. What a big fucking win! I told you it wasn't over.
Vicky Sparks.
3 points behind Man United with a game in hand.
Thank you very much.
And the goal difference is 7.
Wow, what a title race we have on our hands. Just confirmation of the WSL.
Come on, Villa, please.
As it stands today, of course, fixtures to come later on. But Arsenal have put themselves right back in contention. They started the day on 4th. In 2nd place, they go above Manchester City on goal difference, which just proves that this title race could go absolutely anywhere. And what a way to get right back into it. Kirsty McCabe with the win on 74 minutes. Arsenal came from a goal down to win 2-1, joined by Anita Asante and Rachel Brown finished. Anita, wow. Kirsty McCabe, her left foot was in a protective boot on Wednesday night.
I mean,
She's scoring the winner today.
Katie McCabe coming out with only bangers, as we know. And what a moment to score that strike. Unreal scenes here. 4-3-60 turnaround, spearheaded by Leah Williamson and Frida Marnham for Arsenal. Absolutely scintillating second half, fully deserved win by Arsenal in the end.
In the end, and for Manchester City, that's a devastating blow. It just goes to show it's all wide open.
Yeah, I think Man Man City will be disappointed because they were in cruise control in that first half, had a number of chances and just didn't take them, and Arsenal came back.
Okay, well look, great to have your company today.
Is it
Anita
finishing now?
and Rachel, great to have your company at home. You have to stay with us for this title race because we have no idea which way it's going. And you know what? It's just how we like it. Bye-bye.
I'm looking for tweets of people saying we're Kirsty.
Has been struck by a car.
It's more of a nudge.
Yeah, stop that.